Grand Risings. Y'all watching the video, make sure to like the video, drop a comment, subscribe. So yeah, just to recap from yesterday. Went to the listing appointment, did not get the listing. I know, right? Play some sad music. And just like reflecting on it, there were a lot of reasons outside of my control. So for one, when I got there at our time, I knocked on the door and the homeowner, his wife came to the door and she said, "Oh, he's not going to be here. He's not going to make it to your meeting." I was like, I wasn't like, but so I said to her, or rather I thought to myself, you should have also known about this meeting, particularly because he told me that you were the one, well, his wife was the one who was on the fence. So you're talking to somebody about selling the house and your wife is on the fence. He should have told her that day that, hey, someone's coming by tomorrow to talk to us about selling the house as a realtor. And he didn't do that. So that just lets me know right now that he wasn't serious. Otherwise, he would have said something to her. And now, even though, in spite of that, he says this, we get these letters in the mail. I just let my wife handle those and give those to her. That's fine. That's like whatever. However, they split responsibilities. But for him to know that, like, yeah, I passed that stuff off to her and then not tell her that there was a meeting he set up the day before with somebody like myself means that he's not decisive. It also means she's the decision maker. But from when I talked to her, I said, hey, yeah, I can get you $220 for the home. Well, I didn't say that. I can't guarantee that. However, I said to her, if I can guarantee I get you $220, what do you mean? Would you? Well, put it like this. She says, no, I'm not listing with an agent. I'm going to sell it outright. I want to get $220. And I said to her at that point, because, again, the husband didn't prepare me for this. But I found out on the listing appointment, I said, oh, you want $220? All right. Well, if I can get you $220, would you list with me? No, I don't want to pay an agent. I know I already got to pay a buyer's agent for when we move, which is, so I know I don't want to pay an agent. That amounts to, so I said to her, don't you think that's selfish? And she's like, what? No, why would it be selfish? I was like, because you would want to get a professional to be on your side to sell you, well, to sell the house for you. So you get like the fairest deal, you get to the closing table, you make sure nothing goes wrong on the paperwork. It's in your interest because the person buying is in their interest. So, long story short with that, they're in a desperate situation. She was like, yeah, I got stuff I got to take care of. And, you got to take a risk in life. Blah, blah, blah. Well, she says, you got to take a risk in life. And so I said to her, but this is your only house. This is your most valuable asset. No one takes a risk with their last dollar unless they're desperate. So they're desperate. They're clearly making the wrong decisions. They're not making wise decisions. And that's why people who make wise decisions typically are selfish. So she's selfish. And then when I heard, she's like, yeah, I got an offer for $218. I'm like, wait a minute. you want 220, but you got an offer for 218. This is $2,000. Now I can tell she's greedy. Like, if you're greedy, you don't get anything. Greedy people don't get anything. Because you can't be holding out for $2,000. That just says to me that she should have been taking that offer and sold that house by now. From whoever was giving her offer for 218. And then come to find out, she says, "Oh, I want 250, but I'll take 220. So then I really realized, like, she's delusional, because there's nothing over there that has ever sold for 250 or even close to 250. 220 is the top. I would have suggested maybe a little bit more than that. But whatever she was asking for, delusional. What she got right now is very realistic, and she should take it. So the fact that she hasn't taken it is means she's greedy. And she doesn't want to pay anybody. And I was like, so have you ever sold a house before? Have you ever done real estate like that? No. But you wouldn't want to bring in a professional to... Okay, so selfish, right? You know what I'm saying? People who are like that. So the husband didn't tell the wife. The wife is greedy and she's selfish. And then when I got to the door, they just said, come back another day. I'm not going back over there. That's just one more of those rocks, you know. You just put it aside, go on to the next one. Because whatever their dynamic is, well, I know what their dynamic is. The husband is indecisive. The wife is greedy. She's on the fence over $2,000. Like, even if you had, like, quote unquote, all these bills to pay, I don't know. I don't know how much debt they got. So, but if you had an offer for 218 and you want 220, you still looking at that offer, man. I could see why, if you thought 250 was realistic, that you wouldn't take 218. But this is still a bad move. So for me, though, I'm not going to list the house. I'm not even going to really... I'll follow up in like a week or something, but I'm on to the next. It's, yeah. Sometimes you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them. And, so I'm going to go meet up with these contractors for the project management gig. So that will be in like an hour or so. All right, guys, I'll let you know how that goes. Like the videos, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment. What do you think about my this situation I just went into? I did like the fact that I got to meet the decision maker. It's like the bigger boss. And I actually found out how they talk about the situation as opposed to someone who's like not actually a decision maker. So like the bigger bosses need to find more of those. So I can sell them, list their homes and whatnot.